I'm Stephanie, out and about in your neighborhood. I'm at McIntosh High School because tonight we're going to talk about electives. Your kids take a core class and then they get extra elective classes to take as well. But with 7 classes coming on the schedule next year, there's a lot of classes that are up for grabs. Let's go on in and talk to some students and teachers and find out what those classes are. Okay, today we have Lee Belknap, and he is here with PE and football. And what would you like to say, Lee?
Well, I'd first like to welcome all of our middle school students who will be transitioning from J.C. Booth to McIntosh High School. We are so looking forward to having you guys join us in the fall of 2019. And yes, I am the head football coach. I'm also the department chair for health and physical education. Health and physical education is a mandatory class for graduation, so you will take that your first year. One semester you take personal fitness, one semester you take health. With us moving to a 7-period day next school year, you'll also have 2 to 3 electives you can take as well. From a football standpoint, I have met most of you guys, and I'll be handing out information tonight regarding spring football, weight training, etc. And it'll also be on our website, so you'll have more than one opportunity to get it. And starting after winter break, I'll come over one day a week for our annual Hour of Power weightlifting that we conduct at Booth Middle School. Hope you guys are doing really well on your chorus, band, and orchestra field trip. Want to make sure I got that right.
Yes.
And we will see you guys soon. Go Chiefs and win the day.
Okay, we are here for the French elective, and we have some girls here that would like to talk to us about the French electives. Are we speaking French, or are we going to speak English to start it off with?
English.
Okay, English. Let's go ahead and tell all these kids what they have to expect if they were to take French as their elective. Anyone want to start?
I mean,
Is it hard? Are you immediately learning French? Are you going to go home the first day and be like, hey, Mom, what you cooking for breakfast in French?
no. You're going to learn the basics, of course, like how to say hello, how are you, I mean, what's your name? But of course, it progresses like any language. You get better at it as time goes on.
And I heard somewhere along the line, someone was saying that you guys actually travel over summer sometimes.
Study abroad.
See? There's always more to the story. Okay, so if you can study abroad, who's done that yet?
I'm going to. Isabel and I are going over to summer.
Nice.
I'd love
Awesome. Okay, well, wonderful. So this is what you have to expect if you're going to choose French as your elective. Anyone want to say goodbye in French?
Bye.
This is Latin, the elective. What do you want to tell us if they chose Latin as their elective? Great get up, by the way.
As their language?
If this is going to be the elective that they choose, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a great class. Basically, it boosts SAT scores. Like, there's a huge improvement between people who take Latin as compared to those who take French or German or Spanish. Not trying to throw shade on one another. It's a really fun class. Let me put this down real quick. I'll show you. A lot of what we do is translating stories, which is how we learn what, the Latin. Like, for example, here, the storyboards, pretty much. Every unit, like every stage, there's a different story, but they're all connected. They all go, starting from the life of Caecilius, who was an ancient Pompeian, who was a real person. And there's a lot of history involved. You do learn a lot of Roman history along with actually learning the language. It's a really fun class. We do different activities. Like every time we learn a new type of grammar, the thing we write a sentence and we'll write it in Latin and then we'll draw backgrounds to go along with it. Of course, every year that gets harder as it does, we do have a lot more to learn.
So there's just so much to offer in Latin.
And it looks really good on college applications because not many people take it, and it's impressive.
Well, there you go. Well, that's what would happen if you took Latin as your elective. All right, here at Spanish with Miss Lloyd, and we're going to talk about what it would be like if you had Spanish as your elective.
So if you have Spanish or any of our languages, when you come in, you will hear that language every single day. You hear Spanish every day. In Spanish 1, we learn a lot of vocabulary about topics like yourself, your school day, food, your activities, pastimes, family. So you really learn to talk about yourself and your friends in Spanish. That's your goal in Spanish 1.
There you go. And are you going to be coming home speaking Spanish day one?
Probably, yeah. You definitely could say hello and goodbye in Spanish after the first day. Sure.
I am here at the German elective with Daniel, aka
Here, Kisharsky.
and this is what it would be like if you took German as your elective. Go ahead and tell us what's it going to be like.
We have this really nice poster here. It describes a lot of what our class is about. Not only do we learn about the language, but we also have a lot of fun activities. We learn about the culture, the regions of the land. And
Do you guys do any field trips out to Germany?
yeah, there's the German exchange program, and you can fly over to Germany. People will actually come over here, and it's a really good experience. I haven't gone to it. There's other students that have in my class.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's what would happen if you choose German as your elective. I am here at Mythology, and I'm here with
Miss Dean.
Miss Dean is telling me that mythology may or may not be offered to 9th graders, but it is still offered to the 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. Tell us exactly, what is mythology?
Mythology is going to cover several different areas of the world and myths and folklore from those different areas. So we know about Greek and Roman myths from Percy Jackson and other types of books and movies that we've seen. And we know about Norse myths because we've heard of Thor and the Thor movies with the Marvel Universe. So we're going to look at where those myths originate from. We're also going to look at folklore from smaller areas, so maybe the Mayan, the Incans, the Aztecs, East Asia. There's a lot that's really interesting, and you won't be just sitting there writing essays. We'll be talking, doing a lot of projects, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, we are at the electives for band, and we have Katie Phillips here. Hey, Katie.
Hi.
And tell us what's so great about having band as your elective?
It's a really interesting class to have. It's really beneficial to have a fine art because not only is it a break from your academic schedule, but people that are in the fine arts tend to do really well in the academic schedule because time maintenance and organizationally, it's really, really helpful to have a class like this in the middle of your day or in the beginning of the day, like most of the band classes are scheduled.
Ooh, that's really good. And I take it these are all trophies that you guys have won?
Yes, these are all marching band trophies, and we compete during the fall season. We go to 3 competitions, and we have practices twice a week, and we are at every football game. So we have lots of time to rehearse our show, and obviously it pays off.
And must you be part of marching band to be part of band as your elective?
No, but in order to do marching band, you do have to do concert band. But that helps with rehearsal and everything too, so it's beneficial both ways.
There you have it, all the information you need to know. So if you want band as your elective, you've got all the information. Thanks, Katie. Okay, we are here at AP Music Theory, Orchestra, Guitar, and Songwriting. That's a lot all in one place, and we're here with Jim.
Hi, I would like you to consider joining me next year. I'm the orchestra director here at McIntosh. We have 3 levels of orchestra. We have advanced, intermediate, and beginning. And with the advanced and intermediate, there would be an audition if you would like to be considered for those upper level ensembles. Otherwise, if you don't audition, you'll be placed in the beginning orchestra section, which is not to say that you would be a beginner by any stretch of the imagination.
But Jim, let me ask you,
Yep.
if someone did want to become, like, for the first time, I've never played something and I want to join, could I join beginner?
I've had 3 beginning students that have never played a string instrument before, and 2 of them found themselves within a year in the advanced group.
That could be you if you've not done music. Now's your chance. Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome. See you next year.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm here with Diamond, and we're here with chorus elective, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Tell us what it's like to have chorus as an elective.
Okay, so I have chorus first thing in the morning. It's really stress relieving. Even though Miss Potter really works you, and she's really supportive, even though she might seem scary at first, like truth out there. But she's really supportive, and she cares a lot about your mental health. But at the same time, she's like a really true teacher and a really good mentor. And
Oh, that's so great.
yeah, so she cares a lot about you, and she cares a lot about the music, and making music as a whole, not just like getting the notes out there, but also like making it sound beautiful and wholesome.
Do you warm up with the song?
No, we warm up like for 5 minutes, like with really intense warm-ups, and then we dive into the songs.
Ooh, intense warm-ups. and then you dive right into the song. That's
Yes.
pretty cool. And so how many years have you had your chorus as your elective?
I took chorus 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I'm in my 10th year right now.
10th year. Awesome. Thank you so much. And now we are at graphic design with Miss Bazone. Miss Bazone, you have graphic design as the elective. What do you want to tell us about graphic design?
Graphic design is a great place for students who are creative, who have a creative spin, maybe are interested in making art, but also have a love for digital things, technology, because a lot of the art that we do, we use digital technology. This is a student, Elisa, right here, who's a third-year graphic design student. She is working in a program called Illustrator, and she is creating a digital illustration based on some resource images that she has found online. We also, here's some book covers that were designed by students. We designed posters. We design and print t-shirts. Look, here's a really cool Macintosh things like Stranger Things.
Oh, I love it.
Designed and printed in class. So like I said, if you are a creative, but you also like technology, this would be a great place to be. Hope to see you next year.
All right, I'm here at Key Club as an elective, and I'm here with two lovely ladies to tell us about why Key Club for the elective.
So Key Club is a really great opportunity to get involved in the community and to volunteer and have service hours and to get to meet new people. Do you want to say something?
The favorite part about being in a Key Club is that I get to help out the community and I get to meet other people who equally wants to help out the community, and they have like really different backgrounds. So when I get to like meet other people, and it's just fun to like do the same work, helping out the community.
So what kind of things in the community are you guys doing?
So we do Alzheimer's walk.
We have monthly activities.
Yeah. Monthly activities?
Yeah, so each month we focus on one thing. So like in 1 month we'll have the Alzheimer's walk, like she said, and another month we'll do like Thanksgiving dinner drive in November, where we all kind of chip in and bring a certain food in so that we can make a big package and deliver it to families that can't afford a nice Thanksgiving meal.
Wow, that's very giving, and there's a lot to be said about Key Club. So if you're looking for something that you can give back in the community, I think this is the elective for you. The debate as your elective. Go ahead and tell us, what do you want to tell us about that?
Well, debate as an elective is kind of a hodgepodge of several things. The main thing that you learn is how to conduct yourself in public, how to conduct yourself in front of other people, because that's a great fear of a lot of individuals, speaking in front of people. We do a lot of public forum debate format, where you deal with a lot of current events. Many of them are very controversial, and but we meet them head on, so you need to know that ahead of time. You need to be up with the news as well. You need to know what's going on in the world around you. Second semester we do, this year we're doing 3 mock trials, 2 criminal and 1 civil trial. I have a background in law. I was a lawyer for a long time. And so we're going to do some of that, and then we'll get back into the debate to finish out the year. So we cover everything that's going on in the news. We have discussion days, and I think you'll like it if you like, staying in touch with the world.
Ooh, that sounds good. I think all of you guys like to stay in touch with the world. And I see there are some big trophies here.
Oh, yeah, this scratches the surface, yeah.
These are from the debate team. If you take the debate class, you also have the option to be on the debate team. It's not mandatory, but it's an option. I've been on the debate team for 2 years now, and I love it. It's so much fun. The skills that you learn in class are applicable to the team and public forum debate. You continue learning about controversial topics, and it's a lot of fun. If you want to become a better public speaker or learn how to formulate arguments about these sort of topics, then you should definitely consider joining debate.
I love it. So much to learn and so much to choose here at Debate. Now we're at the yearbook elective with...
My name is Christina Cherry, and I'm a sophomore. And this year is my first year doing yearbook or anything journalism related. And I'm so glad I'm in this class because it really helped me with like my people skills and my writing skills especially. Like, I could just see like how my English and like writing grades drastically improved just from like all the stuff that I learned here in yearbook. And I'm able to talk to people better, and so it's really beneficial, and you should do it.
And you like to see your stuff come into print, right? Like
yeah, it's really exciting, like watching our book get made and stuff, because we can like see the progress, and I just can't wait for it to get printed and for everybody to see it.
That's super awesome. Thanks so much. All right, with journalism and newspaper, I have
Lexi Holder.
There you go. What are you going to tell us about this being an elective?
Well, newspaper is well, it's totally awesome. It's helped me with my English grades. It's helped me with everything. I'm a freshman. This is my first year, and I've really always wanted to be a writer, and this class has helped me in all ways with that.
Oh, I love it. So some of your pieces have been written up?
Oh yeah, totally. Like when we get it written, we get it up, and it's done. It's there.
So if you're a writer at heart, there's something here for you. Thanks so much.
Totally. Oh, yes.
All right, so now we're here with drama and thespian electives, and I've got some really great people to talk to about this elective. What do you guys want to say about why choose drama and the thespian as their electives?
Well, thespian is a club by itself, and in order to get into it, you have to participate in around 2 to 3 shows, whether it be crew or performing or stage crew, light crew, whatever. You have to participate in some of that in our school or outside of our school to get involved. And then once you're in that, you go to ThesCon. There's a bunch of things connected to that. But drama is a class you can take during the day. Anybody's welcome. There are 3 to 4 levels of it. And it's a nice break in the day, but it also helps with like public speaking, just getting you out of the box, more comfortable and everything.
Now, do you have to participate in plays if you're in the drama elective?
That's a newer thing we've been doing, but yeah.
So Drama 1, they do a showcase at the end of the year. Drama 2 and Advanced Drama do 2 to 3 shows throughout the year.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's awesome.
So if you take Drama 1 and Drama 2, by the end of the year of Drama 2, you will have enough points to be a thespian and go to ThesCon, the thespian convention with us.
There is so much to learn at this booth. So,
one more
yes,
thing.
for
There
sure.
is also technical theater class. If you take that, you build all of the sets for our productions, and you get to learn the light system, the sound system, and some aspects of design as well.
Oh, because there's lots of people that want to be behind the scenes.
Yes. So if you don't feel like you're up for acting, still take drama because you'll eventually get used to it, or take tech theater.
This could be you.
Just add one more thing. You don't necessarily have to be in drama to be a thespian. There's still opportunities for you to audition and be part of the shows, even though you're not in drama.
Wow, a
So
lot to
if
know.
you can't fit it into your schedule, you can still audition for our one acts in the fall and our musical as well.
Well, with 7 classes, they may have that opportunity.
And
So,
a musical theater class being added too.
Oh,
helps
yes,
you
musical
get
theater
well-rounded for
class.
musicals.
oh, awesome. And would they sign up through you guys with the musical theater, or is that an
That's
additional?
something they would have to audition for.
There you go. We are at the audiovisual, tech and film and animation elective class with Mr. Yarbrough.
Yarbrough.
There
How
you
you
go.
doing, everybody? Brad Yarbrough here. I teach the audiovisual, tech, and film classes, as well as the animation classes here at Macintosh. If you are interested in either one of those pathways, I highly suggest it. Quite different, but extremely beneficial on your behalf, especially if you're one on the creative side. Programs. In the animation pathway, we're going to do these programs called Toon Boom, Toon Boom Storyboard Pro, which is storyboard animation software. Toon Boom Harmony, which is an actual cutout animation software. These are industry-grade programs, so you're going to be not learning a watered-down program. You're going to be learning industry-specific. In audiovisual, tech, and film, obviously we're going to be looking at some cool Sony XD cams. This isn't the only one we have. We have, let's see, 2 more of these industry grade cameras, as well as just some DSLR cameras that can actually film, some iPads, and then we also, what we're filming on right now is an iPhone, but we have some gimbals that go with that. And then if you also like working with Macs, we have a small Mac lab, but we also use some PCs. Video editing software, all industry grade. We definitely do, with the Apple products, we use Final Cut Pro. which they legit use, edit, full-length movies on.
Well, I did hear that, like, even for PC, speaking of which, I heard that if you're going to be a YouTuber, that's what you want your video gaming on as a PC.
Absolutely. And that's usually if you're going to do PC gaming, you're going to do some video capture of some sort. We have those capabilities, but we also have a full Adobe suite as well, which Adobe Premiere Pro is the video editing software.
So we have a lot of programs here, a lot to learn, and this is what's going to happen in this elective. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hope you guys
to see you soon.
hearing electives. This is an elective that you can choose. What do these kids have to know that they're going to choose this as their elective? What's going to happen the first year?
Well, they don't have to know anything. They can start out with no knowledge. The first year is modeling. So we're learning AutoCAD. We're designing things. We're 3D modeling things right there. So they learn the basics of the design process, 3D modeling, AutoCAD, Inventor. And then second year is robotics. So they learn how to build robots, problem solve. I'll give them a problem, and they'll have to solve it. Building a robot, programming a robot, and then third year we do drones. We do big projects: drones, trebuchets, Rube Goldberg, dragsters, mousetrap cars, that type of stuff.
Awesome. So are they going to expect some group projects happening on that first year?
First year, not as much as second and third year. Second and third year is all collaborative. They'll all be working together in groups. First year, we try to learn the basics. So I want to make sure they get all the fundamentals.
Very good.
Definitely a lot of group projects.
Super awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with healthcare science, and I'm here with Noah. And Noah's going to show us some things and tell us a little bit about if you had healthcare science as your elective, what it would be like.
So for healthcare science, as we said, there are two pathways that are here at Macintosh. We have Intro to Healthcare and Essentials to Healthcare. Intro is just what it says. It's intro. You do med term, communication, infection control, legal and ethical debates. The ethical debates are so much fun. You spend a whole week over doing stuff like, should this baby be born, or should we spend this much money on doing this cardiac defect, stuff like that.
Wow.
Essentials is anatomy and physiology with a medical-based focus. We start off with intro to anatomy and physiology. That's like, it's the different body planes, sagittal, coronal. Like this is coronal.
Wow, you know your stuff. And that's a student for you right here. Teacher is over here.
Hi guys, I'm Ms. Burgess. Healthcare is so fun. We play with crutches, wheelchairs. We've got some cool props laid out today. This is what we talk about when we're doing anatomy. Here's some pictures of some of the fun things that we've done. We play a lot with clay and modeling.
And you have to wear these scrubs, right?
We do get these scrubs. These are Macintosh specialized healthcare scrubs. We wear these once a month at the very least. We sometimes wear those on lab days as well.
Oh, that's super cool. Don't get your own clothes dirty. Hey, I'm in for it. All right, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Noah. And remember, healthcare science, that could be your elective. I'm Stephanie, and I am here at Marketing with
Aida Kulias.
And tell us about this elective.
Okay, so we're teaching marketing next year. There's a 3 course pathway, which a lot of our classes are. DECA can be offered with that marketing pathway, possibly next year or the following. We're interested in maybe doing everything from fashion shows to marketing in retail, marketing projects that will kind of revolve around different ideas, anything
wow.
Based on marketing stuff.
That's amazing.
So we've got some handouts for them that they can kind of look at. Entrepreneurship skills are some of the things that we talk about in it too.
Ooh, and speaking of entrepreneurships, we'll bring that right over to, and
Hi,
you are?
I'm Coach Beal. I teach the entrepreneurship pathway. It starts with Introduction to Business and Technology. There you'll learn to write a resume. You'll be certified by Microsoft Word. So by the time you leave the class your first year, you will actually have 2 things to put on your resume. I also teach the financial services pathway. Everything that your parents say they wish they learned in school, I'll teach you. How to buy a car, how to buy a house, insurance, everything from gap insurance to car insurance, basically finances, how to balance your checkbook, things of that nature. So we'd love to have you in class. Please give me an email if you have any questions. Thank you.
I'm here with Katie, and we're going to talk about art as an elective. Katie, why art for an elective?
It's just a great way for students to develop some creativity in a visual sense if they're maybe not so good at music or any of that. Even our beginner artists have a great time in this class, and they can accomplish so much with the help of the screen, have so much fun, they meet lots of new people, and it impresses everyone that sees their art. It's just a great elective.
Let's come see some of the artwork that she's displaying here. And are these all like first year students or what?
This board over here is mine, and I'm an AP art. And these are also our AP artists, but I believe over here.
But this is what you can aspire to then, right? For sure.
Yes. In our first year, we do self-portraits and still life. So this is a first year piece. And this is a first year piece up here. And all the students, and this one here.
Beautiful.
This is second year.
Thank you so much.
No
So
problem.
I'm here talking with the engineering elective. This is an elective that you can choose. What do these kids have to know that they're going to choose this as their elective? What's going to happen the first year?
They don't have to know anything. They could start out with no knowledge. The first year is modeling. So we're learning AutoCAD. We're designing things. We're 3D modeling things right there. So they learn the basics of the design process, 3D modeling, AutoCAD, Inventor, and then second year is robotics. So they learn how to build robots, problem solve. I'll give them a problem, and they'll have to solve it, building a robot, programming a robot, and then third year we do drones. We do big projects, drones, trebuchets, Rube Goldberg, dragsters, mousetrap cars, that type of stuff.
Awesome. So are they going to expect some group projects happening on that first year?
First year, not as much as second and third year. Second and third year is all collaborative. They'll all be working together in groups. First year, we try to learn the basics. So I want to make sure they get all the fundamentals.
Very good.
Definitely a lot of group projects.
Super awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, here at the Work-Based Learning Center here as an elective, but this only is for what grades?
Juniors and seniors, because you have to be able to provide your own transportation to your workplace.
Okay, there you go. And so what exactly do the juniors and seniors do as the work-based learning?
Work-based learning takes the career interest that they have and the coursework that they've had here at McIntosh and matches them up with an internship or a job in that area. So it's actually a class that you get credit for, but you leave campus and go to work. So about 40% of our internships are paid internships. So you can go to work, get paid, and get course credit on your transcript as an elective.
Wow, that is huge. And it puts you one step up in the workforce when you graduate.
Absolutely. I was just talking to a parent whose daughter was in the program a couple of years ago, and she's now in vet school at Mississippi State. And she said it made such a difference because on her application she could talk about what she had done as opposed to what class she had taken. And it's really powerful when you can say, this is what I did. These are the experiences that I had.
Yeah.
Depending on your career interests, you can also, if you're, for instance, I have some students that are interested in programming for computers, and they build websites for real companies that are customers of the company that they intern for. And so they can click on a link and say, I made this website. And instead of just saying, hey, I took a class in computer programming.
Wow. So, okay, upperclassmen. Now, what happens if a 10th grader has their license?
Well, we do take that. I mean, if you do have your own transportation, you have to technically be 15 or older. So that is an opportunity.
I think there's some of you out there.
That's right. And definitely if you're a sophomore, it would be great if you could go ahead and apply for your junior year because you just, it's a great experience and you get in and you do it your senior and you think, I wish I'd done it a year before. Because then when you get 2 years in with the same employer oftentimes, those are just recommendation letters waiting to be written. And great experiences to be had.
That is an awesome thing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's a wrap from your course program. Thanks for watching all your McIntosh electives.